Hey guys, this is Ali. This is for all the people for the NJIT SIG WEB frontend team. I'm going to make a quick video on how to get everything started. There was a lot of problems and error codes and stuff with people, so hopefully this video will clarify a couple of things. And get everything working. I want to make this video quick, so I'll show you exactly what you should do from nothing. So first of all, the only thing that you need is Node. So if you go to Node, download Node into it, so that your, let's say you have a git bash, and in your Node command line you can do node-v and get version 4.3.0. okay, this is the Node version that we're going to work with, so get that. And after that you should get Node is installed with npm, so you should have these two versions show up on your computer. Alright, 4.20 and 3.70. You should also have a git on your computer, some version. I'm using 1.9.5, and yeah, so you should have those three things for sure. So I uninstalled everything else, so we're going to do it together, along together with Node.js. If you're running in a Linux computer, please get help from someone who already has the web app running on their computer that is using Linux. I'm using Windows at this time, and I'm going to be covering everything that you need to do in the Windows. So we have everything set up. So what we need to do is, in here, I'll go to my D here, and I'll get out two things, and I'll go to CD documents, and let's see what I have here. We got something, okay, and we have nothing in the something folder. So you get another folder somewhere, and you just you know, find a place in your computer that you're going to git clone. So we just write git clone here, and then we go into the repository of the organization that I created, and you copy this. You go back into it, you copy and paste it into here, and boom. So now we have something called Frontend Web App. In here we have the grunt file, app, power, package. A lot of people in the last meeting were able to get this at least to this point. So from here, the first thing that we need to do is npm install. You should have npm already here, so we do npm install. So this will run, this will take some time. For some people it might take a little bit longer depending on what the internet is. For me it will take some time. I might pause it and get back to it. Here's actually like the loading bar, so I'm like maybe at a 40% right now. Not even, actually, like maybe 30% at this point. So it will take some time to get up there. If let's say I don't pause it, so let me talk about something real quick. I have uninstalled everything, and in the README I have realized that grunt and bower, even though it shows up in the node modules folder when we get a node modules folder after they install this, it has to be globally installed on your computer. So after we finish this off, instead of writing bower install and doing anything with grunt yet, we're going to install grunt and bower on our computer globally. And this way that our computer will always have grunt and bower downloaded through npm. So it's almost at it. Okay, awesome, almost done. It says, it gives me some errors, as you can see. It'll give me some like Python errors saying, oh, I couldn't find anything about Python. Don't worry about it. These things error shows up, but the web app runs perfectly. Okay, awesome. So we're here. So front-end web app. So now we got the node that underscore modules. Here though, if we write, grunt -- help, it doesn't recognize grunt as an internal external command, because you didn't, apparently, even though you have it in your app, you have to load it globally. So here with Grunt, you go to the Grunt's website, gruntjs.com, and here there's a getting started button. If you press getting started, here it says run this command. So let's copy this and let's paste it here, and install it. Okay, so now if we do grunt -- help, awesome. Now it's like, hey, I have the Java task runner. It says 0.4.5. It shows how its usage. It even recognizes the grunt file.js here and shows us all the available tasks that we can use in this application. So we will use grunt serve to start it up, but once we get further into the meetings, we'll do grunt test our server and make sure everything's alright. And then grunt build will take out a dist folder, which I will put up once we get everything running. And then the default is just build, which is awesome. Okay, so now we also need Bower. In Bower, it's bower.io, and it's on the first page. It says npm install -g bower. I'm not gonna take the $sign. Edit, paste. So let's install Bower also. So after it installs, to make sure that it installed, you just write bower -- help, and it says Bower. It'll tell you its usage commands. This wouldn't even show up if Bower wasn't even installed in the first place. Awesome, perfect. So now that we have Bower, we can write Bower install, and this will install and validate and install Angular, Bootstrap, jQuery, Mocha, Modernizer, and Chai. So Mocha and Chai are two testing things. We're not going to get into it right now, but installs everything else that we need. Perfect. So we really have at this point everything that we really need to run our web application. If you're running into any problems at this point, make sure that you're running on a command prompt that is run in administrator mode. Go and say run at administrator. Here I'm seeing administ. You see administ. If you're running on a, let's say you write who am I, and your username is mine's Ali Kalkandalan. If it's not saying Ali Kalk, it's saying root, or well, it shouldn't say Ali Kalk, but if it says root and not this, then you have to change your user. I have found this awesome website in the npm website. Sometimes you may receive an EA access error when you try to install a package globally. So if you're trying to install Grunt or Bower and it's giving you this EA access error, this indicates that you do not have permission to write to the directories that npm uses to store global packages and commands. So watch this video, it's like a couple of minutes. It tells you how to change the directory privileges, change your user to your own user if you have it from root. So definitely check that out if you're running into problems. So at this point, we can just run grunt serve, and the grunt will run all of the tasks for us, and it will do live reload. Oh, if you don't have live reload, you can get it by pressing this in Google Chrome. Here, opened up settings, extensions, and live reload is right here. There's also remote live reload. Don't need that. We can do this one. This one is something that I've downloaded additional. If you don't have Google Chrome, you have Firefox. Hey, if you want to use Firefox, perfectly fine with me. I just don't know if they have a live reload extension. I don't know if it'll work. Google Chrome all the way. Developers, web developers, Google Chrome is the way to go. So I suggest if you want to use Firefox, that's fine. Get Google Chrome and let's all use Google Chrome together in our project. So we have it and it's watching, and it automatically started our application. So this is our application. This is exactly what should be running. It says localhost 9000. It says hello. It has done, Yeoman has already created this for us. And if you go here, and it's running the watch task. What it does is that if we change the index at all or the JavaScript in here, it will automatically update. And I'll show this to you. I did not really get prepared for this right now, but what I'll do is get out If you press Control C twice, it'll go back to it. And then we can write maybe, you know what, we'll go from here just to make sure. Here we did something here, front web app, and then we'll open this with Atom. Oh, and then we have to run grunt serve again. It'll open up a new one, so I can close these, close these, close these. Show this to you already, all of them. Okay, awesome, it opened. So we'll put this on the side here, and we'll take our editor. You can do any text editor, which is any text editor is fine. So in here, if you have an index.html file, this is the index.html. So here it says LOLO, that's where it shows up. So if you have live reload and you write this, hey, you know what? Let's talk English. You do hello, hello, and you press Control Save, and boom, automatically shows up in your web application. So you have everything set up. If you have any questions, please go here and open up an issue. Press here, issues, new issue, write down whatever something do you want to write. And if you have to write code, you just do where the squiggly line is, you just do shift it. Oh, you just press it once, never mind. And then you write your code, and then you press that thing, and it shows up as code. So write their issue, and then we'll talk about it, we'll fix it, and that will be it. So let me know if you have any questions, send me an email, but hopefully this was able to clarify a lot of things for you guys. See you guys.